it's supposed to feel.
Alright guys, we have the camera back out here. This is exciting. I have some kind of some big news for you guys today. This is something I wasn't really expecting, but I could not be more excited about, and let's just get to it. So if you see behind me here, probably better if I show you this way, there's enough tractors here and all the way up there that you would think we are at a John Deere dealership, but in fact we're not, although it definitely looks like we are. We are at Capital Services here in Ottawa. And what is that? They are a company that does driveway sealing, small landscaping projects, and of course why we're here is because they do residential snow removal. They have been in the business for a number of years now. I think they're going on 30 plus years in the business, and I have a relationship with the owner of the company I've known for quite some time, Jim McKenzie, as well as his daughter Sarah McKenzie. And they asked me if I'd like to be a part of what they're doing here in the winter. And as you guys know from watching our content, we do paving and interlock work. Capital Asphalt Interlock is a business that I have with my father and my uncle. It's a family run business. My father and my uncle are the owners of that company. I'm second generation in the company. And this year basically we brought that to YouTube for you guys to kind of watch and see what we do. And I'm very excited about that. Now what we'd like to do is kind of keep some content going for you guys in the winter time. So this couldn't have worked out better because we're able to kind of show what I do personally in the winter time now is snowplow. So my part in this company is part of the management of the team and helping them with their operations and what they do. So it's very exciting. They got me into a brand new tractor here, which is very cool. I was running a different tractor, which I'll show you is right here. This is a 2014 John Deere 6105R, and as you can see, it's pretty unique. It's a black edition. They basically have black rims on it. There's some black decals that we put on ourselves actually. It did have a different one before. It did say black edition on here, and they changed that so that it says more than just snow, which is the company saying. Very cool. Up top you have the brow that says Capital and tractor number right there. So 52 just means tractor number 52. Everything's numbered so that the guys basically know what tractor they're in. Logo is right there, and social media is on the side. In the back there's also I think some socials up here as well, so the Instagram there and the Facebook on that side, with the Capital again in the middle, and the brow here is a little bit lower because the sun comes more through the back window there. So that's kind of cool. This is the tractor that I was running. I love it. Of course, from watching our videos and our branding, you can see our company colors are black and yellow, so driving this thing was very cool. But now they got me over into this tractor here. So this is a 2022 John Deere, of course, 610M, and it's they're both IVTs, so these are both automatics. I am not, guys, by any means an ag guy, so I'm obviously a construction guy. You want to talk skid steers, excavators, tri-axles, that's my thing. I understand these tractors pretty well, but it's certainly not the thing that I am most knowledgeable about, but I know a fair bit about them. So if you are watching this video and you are into agricultural and farming equipment and you're a John Deere fan, I apologize if I misspeak in any way, because it certainly is not something I'm overly educated on, although I do have a fair amount of good points to understand about the machines. But anyways, guys, this is very cool. So this is a 2022 610M, like I said, automatic. Obviously this one does not have the black edition that this one has, at least not for now. The logo is still on the side door here. We have logos right here for the social media, phone number up top, and it has a logo in the back as well. All these tractors, guys, something very cool, and a big part of why I actually love the story of working with this company. So as I mentioned, the founder, his name is Jim McKenzie, and he invented and has a patent, I believe, on these blowers. These are Cyclone blowers here, and he has a patent in basically the manufacturing process and the design of the blower. He was very involved in that process, and I believe he has since sold the patent, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure, to someone else that's now part of selling the blowers But very cool to know that you work for basically a company and the owner of the company invented a blower, or at least a major part of the blower system. So very cool. These Cyclone blowers work amazing. This is obviously a brand new one in the back of the 22 here. I'm not sure what year this one is on the back of this, 2014, but it's not very old. They're obviously, as you can see, galvanized steel, so they won't ever rust out. And these guys are just, honestly, they're great blowers. I've used them a few times now. They work amazing. They scrape really good in the back. The driveways are super clean. How the snow comes into the barrel and launches out, it honestly, I tell this people all the time, it looks like you're kind of pouring pancake batter out of a bowl. It just kind of waffles out, shoots where you want it to shoot. These blowers work amazing. You know, I looked into the history of different kinds of blowers before, they had the different styles, and just how these clean is next to nothing. One thing that I noticed about it that I really like is whenever you come to the end of your driveway and you lift the blower up, there's no mess left. Usually a lot of blowers, you would come out, you know, especially if you're coming out at high speeds, lift up your blower and you'd leave a pile at the end of the driveway. These, it's perfectly clean. You can honestly, like, this small amount is left, so that's really cool. What I'm going to try to do, guys, is maybe jump up in the tractors here, kind of show you guys the inside of them really quickly. I'll quickly show you the 14 because I'm sure what you want to really see is the 22, and then we'll go from there. So let's get into it. I'm going to just maybe zoom this out a bit. So this is the 2014. Noticeable off the back, and it kind of explain something to you, is this door here. So this door is one solid piece of glass right to the back. Can be a bit of a pain in the butt to close these because obviously there's so much air pushing into the cab that unless that back door, or window rather, is open, they're a little bit kind of hard to close because you're forcing so much air inside of a closed space. But inside here, basically you have your where you sit. You can pull this lever down, brings your steering wheel down here. You have your forward, reverse, your lights are over here, wipers are here. I love having one of these on my steering wheel to turn with. Visibility is quite good in these tractors. One nice thing is because that is a solid piece of glass, there really is nothing to impede your view. Up here, which I'll show you guys later on, is where our tablets go, which shows us basically our routes and where people are and stuff like that. Very cool technology I'll explain about later on. We have your radio down here and then your controls. So basically how these IVTs work, or at least how I like to use them, is you have essentially 2 gears that you set, and this dial you can set each gear to what speed or RPM you want them to be at. So they are full automatic. You can use the clutch. I do not use the clutch, which is down there, but you can use it. And there's basically 2 gears inside of here. This is how to set and hold your RPM if you wish to do so. Your PTO is here, and your blower is right there, left and right, and up and down on your blower. Up top you have thermostat controls, radio, and so on and so forth. Let's quickly jump, guys, over to the other tractor because I know I'm losing daylight here. I wanted to film this video about 2 hours ago, but didn't get a chance to. So let's jump over into the 22. I'll kind of show you guys. I've actually only been in this tractor once, and I've never actually used it in a storm yet. So there's a storm coming in the forecast within the next like 10 hours. So right now I think it's 4 o'clock, 4:30. I'm gonna head home, get some rest, and be back here at 2 a.m. To start for the next snow event. The next snow event actually is gonna kind of suck because it's our, I believe, 2nd or 3rd run of the year. Right now I think it's December 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. And what kind of sucks about this storm is it's gonna come down, 10 to 15 is gonna kind of land in the early morning. Then it's gonna go up to, I think, like +4 or 5, and then rain a bit, and then a flash freeze, so it's gonna get cold really quick. And drop down to -18. So that kind of sucks for us because when it snows, you don't really want it to get warm, because then what happens is the snow gets all slushy, and then if it freezes, that's when you can kind of start clogging your blower and having lots of issues. And if you don't get to the cleanups in time, if it's slushy and then it freezes, it's hard to clean back up as it turns into ice, of course. So definitely going to be a pain in the butt. The storm coming up should be very interesting. The weather and how it changes, the time at which it falls when you're doing snow removal, all those kind of things can affect basically the productivity and the easement of a storm. So this one will be interesting. But anyways, let's jump in this 22, guys. So 22 right here. One thing that I will say about the outside that's a very noticeable difference from this 2014 is the nose of the hood. So the hood here is kind of stays more or less flat. It does kind of come down gentle, but these 22s come down pretty steep, and that is nice because that's a really nice thing for visibility. So that's where that kind of helps a lot. And when you do snow removal, in this city like we do, you're up against cars and houses and basically just really tight spots to have a tractor like this, especially with a blower on the back. So the more visibility, the better. So that's pretty darn cool. The design, of course, is a little different up top, how the lights are positioned. Obviously, it's a significantly newer machine, but the other thing that it sounds so silly probably, but I'm most excited about is this window here. So I know that sounds so funny to most people, but this window will open up from the inside and you get fresh air coming in. One thing that I do not like about this particular body style of tractor is there is no window except for back here, this back window, and I do not like running with it open because personally with the PTO going and the blower, it's just loud. Sometimes you get kind of a mist kind of blowing on your neck of snow. It's cold and it's just not my thing, so I prefer not doing that. Where this one here, you can have side windows, one on each side, and that's awesome. I don't smoke, guys, or anything like that, but just the fact of breathing in fresh air when you're in these tractors, you can be in them for a long period of time sometimes, so just get that fresh air intake to me is awesome. So I'm excited for that. So anyways, let's hop in this darn thing and show you what it looks like. So honestly, I've been in here I think twice, so this is kind of new for me too. The ladder coming in, it's maybe a little bit more narrow than the other one. Obviously it takes that fluid right there. Fuel tank is up top here. And let's step up, guys, and kind of do this together because I really have not had much time in this tractor. I hope the lighting is good for you guys because it is almost dark. So noticeably off the bat, one thing you can tell, let's actually close the door and try to fire this thing up and see if it's not too loud. Let's see how it goes here. All right, we'll pop these lights on. All right, so most noticeable thing for me off the bat, guys, is okay, so visibility. So visibility, obviously with the nose being low like that, that's great, that's really cool. I do feel a little bit more maybe claustrophobic. It feels like everything's a little bit more, you know, tighter and closer to your body, which I'm not going to say right now is a bad thing, but it does feel a little tighter in here. There's no dash in front of you as far as there's no gauges, there's no cluster. Everything, I guess, is over here. So there's a computer screen on the side here, and I guess this shows your speed, your RPMs, so on and so forth. So that's kind of cool. Our tablets will be here. So when we do storms, we have tablets that are here, and I'll show you guys that later on, how those work. Your control, so there's two ways to control the blower from what I understand with this tractor. So usually your PTO is right here, that turns your shaft for your blower on and off. So that's right here, that's always this guy here. Your blower left and right, up and down is right here. But with these new tractors, these 2022s, Jim was showing me that you can basically move them over left and right, and then up and down. You can actually put the tractor to and forward and reverse right here on these buttons. So very, very cool. So this stick does quite a few things, actually has lots of buttons, and I have not learned them yet, guys, so I'm showing you this basically as I'm learning it, which is kind of cool, but unfortunately it's not overly informative yet. But I will make another video perhaps as the year goes on and kind of show you guys what all these buttons do, how they work. These gauges basically controlling the blower. So essentially what I mean by this is that this button here, you move it forward and backward, and what that does, I'll just slow down for a second, is turn that chute basically 180 degrees it turns, and then 360 degrees, I guess would be a better way of saying that, and then up and down. So the hat turns, which is the top of it, turns up and down. So normally you control them with these buttons here. The older style machines actually have sticks up here, so they have sticks that you control like this. This is very nice, your hand fits there nicely. You're looking back here usually out of your window, so this is a really nice setup here. It is quite interesting though that you can do it from this, and Jim did show me, and I just need to learn it again to show you guys, but you can essentially turn your blower up and down here and put the tractor forwards and reverse right here. That's quite cool because usually what you do is run everything over here, and your hand that you steer with pops in over here and puts it in, this is your park, your neutral, forward, reverse. Something I did actually see that's kind of threw me off at the beginning when I first brought this tractor over here was, so when you put this tractor in drive right now, so I'm gonna go out of park, up into drive, you put it into drive. That's drive right there. Usually you would hear a click when you put it in drive, but on the screen I can see it's in forward. And if I come back and put it into reverse like this, you don't hear nothing, but it's in fact in reverse. So obviously it's electronic. That really messes me up because with this 2014, I'm used to hearing the click, 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 click. So that's kind of something that will take some getting used to, I suppose. So besides that, guys, really, that's it for now. I'm not going to go too in depth with this video for the time being. Like I said, I need to get some seat time in the tractor and really learn it before I can talk a whole lot about it. But I did want to take this time to share with you guys kind of where the YouTube channel is going to be going this winter. I still am too. I have about 6 projects still to post that I filmed for Capital Asphalt Interlock, being my family business. I still have about 6 videos to produce. So just because I am doing this content for the snow removal, it is not the end of the paving and interlock videos and landscaping stuff. It's just I'm going to basically incorporate these videos with what I currently have for content. The stuff that I will be producing and putting out as far as Capital Asphalt is concerned, that stuff was obviously filmed, you know, weeks and months ago. And for me, because I'm, as you guys can see in the videos on the site with my guys doing the jobs, the editing can sometimes be, and the release of the video can be kind of behind, of course, whenever I film the job. But nonetheless, the videos will still get out to you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. So that's it, guys. This is what you're gonna be seeing for the next little while, is some really cool snow content. I can't wait to get out here and blow some snow on this 2022 John Deere tractor. It's going to be really awesome to see how it handles and performs. I'm certainly going to miss the old one, but we'll try the new one, see how it goes. And that's it, guys. This is going to be fun. I can't wait to try it out. Here's some more of those Cyclone blowers. So I believe there's we already got, I think, 3. I was here the other day. We got 3 new tractors, new 22s. There's 3 more that came today, and I think there's another 4 or 5 on the way, and then another bunch next year. So pretty cool. But it's certainly, honestly, guys, pretty overwhelming to come into their yard and kind of just see, like, this is crazy. I can appreciate it from a business perspective, how long it's taken to grow to this level, because they just have tractor. You can see they're 3 deep here, and it's just tractor everywhere you look here, and it's so cool to see that. When we come in at nighttime, which will be this morning, I'll try to catch it on video if I can, but it's pretty cool because when we first come in, all the lights are going in the tractors, all the 4As are on, all the diesel's burning, and it's pretty cool when you first come in here. So anyways, guys, this is the intro. This is kind of the explanation that I felt was needed, and let's get some cool content and film some snow removal and blow some snow with those cyclones. So this should be fun, interesting, and hope you guys enjoy it. So we will catch you guys soon.
How it's supposed to feel.